Hey guys, how you doing? It's the Do Carpenter. I am in my shop tonight, and I've just been kind of looking at this saw that Mrs. Honeydew got me, and she found it and said, "Would you be interested in that? It looks old." And she told me a little bit about what it was and how it was shaped. She didn't even know what to call it, and I was like, "Yeah, I'd be interested in that." And what's crazy, they didn't even know what they had. I got it for $40, but whatever the case, I was super excited to get it. So I'm just going to kind of show you what it is, and then go ahead and take you through some of the restoration items that I'm going to be doing on this saw. And after I'm done restoring it and getting it all looking nice and a new table and everything on it, I'm going to do a project on it using just this saw. Just a really cool woodworking project, because it's a radial arm saw, but it's more than just a straight cut radial arm saw. You can miter with it, you can kerf with it, you can use it like a table saw. It's just a really neat saw. So here we go. Okay guys, this is it. This is the saw. It's actually a dewalt, if you can believe it or not. Most people think, when they think dewalt, they think of these plastic yellow things. Like, I got some dewalt tools back there. But actually, dewalt used to be owned and manufactured back in the 50s and 60s by the American Machine and Foundry Company. You can see it right there on the tag. You know, and it's made in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It has a serial number. I looked up the serial number. I think it was made in like 1956. It's got the original paint on it still, and it's got the original stand. I'm gonna want to clean that up. Someone puddle welded it there. I don't know what they're doing, but it's kind of nice little sturdy stand for this saw. But what's crazy is, I mean, you can do so many different things with it. I want to take and put some caster wheels on the base so that I can roll it around. But I want to kind of spider leg where the casters are to give it more purchase. On the table here, you know, you have this crummy old fence. I'm going to replace the table, replace the fence. You can, and some of the features of this saw that make it kind of unique and kind of cool is you know, it's not just a straight pull radial arm saw like that. You can loosen this device, and you can compound miter with it, because you can rotate the whole saw, and you can, of course, if you loosen up here, you can rotate the saw and do compound miters, which is kind of cool. It used to have a knob right here that would loosen that, and then you could rotate the whole unit, and as you pull it, you could kerf with it. So I'm gonna have to fix that. This right here had a clamping device, and this is the handle to it. That's part of it, but it went right there like that, and it would, that's, you know, what would tighten that. Now this broke for whatever reason. It was just kind of hanging there when I got it. It was already cracked through. And so I went and got this long 3/8 bolt, and I'm going to bend it in that exact shape and then cut the head off and thread it with my tap and die set so that this handle will screw onto it, because this handle just screws off of this. And so, and then, you know, right here, I'm gonna need to drill and tap a plate that has a square edge that sits there so it won't turn when I rotate the handle. So that's one of the things I'm gonna do to fix this machine. You can also see it's really old, guys. The cords are starting to crack, so I'm gonna have to replace the entire cord where they go in there, right here. They're just it's just worn. So guys, there's a lock here, so I should be able to slide it out wherever I want, lock it in place, and this handle is supposed to loosen it so I can turn the whole thing, but it's all seized up. And then I should be able to rotate the whole thing. You know, you can take it all the way out. Like that. You can rotate the whole thing, and then you could push big pieces of plywood through it like a table saw. And I was thinking about taking and making a removable fence, one that clamps in place at a certain point and it locks into place at the same point, just to give it, you know, because there's a lot of distance between there that you know, you could use it in that capacity. So, but I was real encouraged by the saw just simply because the dang thing ran. So watch this, check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. I might want to replace that. That's probably a replacement cord from the 60s or 70s. This is a 1956 machine. But anyways, I'm not scared. We'll just go ahead and plug it in. Okay, I got the clamp on it so that it won't rotate on me. But I'm going to show you guys that this thing actually and I haven't even looked, but there's some writing and stuff on the motor. Well, one thing I really like about it is this motor can be rebuilt. It is not like the throwaway motors of today. You can take that down and have it rewound and dipped and have a whole brand new motor, and I may just do that as well. But anyways, I am gonna start working on that, and it's gonna be fun. You guys, I mean, this thing up here, this cranks it down. So I'm cranking it down, and you can see it moving down. And I'm just going to crank it all the way down.